Coming up on Roanoke County Today, learn how to protect your vehicle against larceny, plus fire safety tips. This and more coming up on RCT.
Have you ever wanted to find a book, read the latest issue of a magazine, or do research at your local library on a Sunday? You can at the South County, Benton, and now the Hollins Branch libraries, open from 1 to 5 each Sunday afternoon. You'll have access to extensive collections of books, DVDs, and audiobooks, as well as the many computers and, of course, the friendly, helpful staff. At the South County, Benton, and Hollins Branch libraries, we want to be a part of your Sunday afternoons.
The Roanoke County Recycling Drop-Off Station near the Bramilton Center has moved. Now located on Valley Forge Avenue, just off Bramilton Avenue, behind the Cave Spring Rescue Squad and at the foot of the hill from the previous location. Plus, the recycling trailers at all locations will now be single-stream trailers. Single-stream means that material can be commingled into any available compartment. Also remember that we only accept plastics number 1 and number 2. These simple changes, coupled with breaking down of boxes, will greatly increase the capacity of the trailers. Go to RoanokeCountyVA.gov for more.
Welcome back to the show. Joining me today is Roanoke County Police Department's Crime Prevention Coordinator, Officer Thurman Butts.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, thanks for being here. Now, the county has seen, and actually agencies across the valley have seen, particularly over the summer, a number of car thefts. And I know you all are always trying to educate the public on what you can do to prevent car theft. So tell us some of the things you work on.
Yes, ma'am. So two things we have been seeing a great deal of are larceny for vehicles, where a perpetrator will actually break into someone's vehicle, or simply they will just enter into the person's unsecured vehicle and take items, as well as motor vehicle larcenies. Okay, so some of the things that we can do to mitigate this and prevent this from happening to the citizens of Roanoke County and the surrounding areas are to simply start just by locking your vehicle, making sure that you double tap that fob that goes to your vehicle. Make sure you hear that audible horn, or you can manually hit the lock before you shut your door. Always make sure that your windows are fully up, even if you have vent shades. Make sure that your sunroofs are fully secured as well. Okay, this will greatly mitigate vehicles being entered and pilfered through and your items being stolen. Never lock your keys inside the vehicle, even if you have a coded lock, because anything that a perpetrator can see that will interest him will cause the perpetrator to enter your vehicle by force, and that's not what we want. So by just taking those simple steps, that will greatly reduce the risk of you becoming a victim of motor vehicle theft and having your vehicle broken into and having your personal and valuable items stolen. Yes, ma'am.
And so another problem I think too is people often, females will often leave their purses in the car.
Yes, ma'am.
That's not a good thing to do, right? It is
not, ma'am. And just as I stated before, you don't want to leave anything of value to you, or value. If it's valuable to you, it's going to be valuable to somebody else.
Sure.
So this is why we encourage you, if you are going to leave your vehicle and you have valuable items with you, take those items with you, or secure them in the trunk if you are not able to carry those items with you. Okay, we want to push the kind of out of sight, out of mind deal. If you leave your purse in your vehicle and you leave it in plain sight, this is the low-lying fruit, as I stated in the segment, that the criminal or the perpetrator is looking for. If they can see that purse, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be something of interest or value in that purse, whether it be money, credit card, personal identification, prescription medications, even a firearm.
So you have a lot of, or the citizen has a lot more to worry about then if somebody captures all of that personal information.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Okay, so lock it up.
Lock it up.
That's the message. And there's also an initiative that you're working on. It's a 9 o'clock initiative. Tell us what that's called and what it's about.
Okay. The surrounding areas, and I believe Roanoke City started it in this area. It's called the Lock It Up at 9 segment. And basically what we have challenged the citizens of the Roanoke Valley area to do is send us photographs or quick videos or even memes, GIFs, whatever the case may be, of just what you do at 9 p.m. to protect yourself from motor vehicle larcenies and motor vehicle theft.
Okay, so it's what again?
Lock it up at 9.
Lock it up at 9. That's a hashtag too.
Yes,
correct?
Yes, ma'am, it is. Yes.
Okay, so you can go to the Roanoke County Police Department's Facebook page or to the Twitter feed and post your pictures there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's what we need to do.
Yes, ma'am. And like I said, I
Great.
challenge all the citizens just at 9 p.m. What do you do? Whether it's taking a picture of you carrying your purse inside from your vehicle, hitting the key fob, whatever it is you do to protect yourself from being a victim of motor vehicle larcenies, please send us your photos. We would love to share them.
So the holiday season, believe it or not, is not far away, and there's a lot of shopping going on.
Absolutely.
And people leaving things in there. Tell us what kind of tips you can offer for holiday time.
Absolutely. So when you're shopping, whether it be birthday shopping, Christmas shopping, especially if you're going to be shopping for the holidays, I know everybody wants to beat the rush and they want to try to do all of their shopping and kind of just go out one time and complete their shopping. This could actually prove to be quite dangerous for the consumer. And the reason being is as you're shopping, you are going to be placing the items that you purchase inside your vehicle. I always encourage citizens and consumers not to purchase more than what they can securely fit in their trunk. Because if you try to secure your presents, your gifts inside the cabin of the vehicle, like I said, this is the low-lying fruit that the criminal is hoping to see. They can see the brand of the bag, the stores that you've shopped in, if not the items themselves, and that is more than enough motive for them to use forcible entry to enter your vehicle and take the presents that you have just purchased for family and friends and loved ones.
Okay, good tips to remember for the holiday season.
Yes, ma'am, definitely. And like I said, purses, wallets, personal identifiable information, especially credit cards and cash, never leave in plain sight in the vehicle. All these items should either be carried on your person or locked securely away, either in the trunk or in a glove box under lock and key.
Okay, great.
Yes, ma'am.
Those are some great tips. I know that's an easy thing for citizens to do.
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
remember, lock it up. Don't leave your valuables in there. So thanks for sending that important message
Absolutely.
out.
Always a pleasure, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
My name is Ben Jones. I'm a supervisor with Roanoke County DSS, and I get to work with my favorite people on the planet, the resource foster parents. One of my favorite things to talk about is how important foster parents are to the community. Foster parents help heal families, they help change the cycles of abuse, they help mentor families that really haven't had a good role model, and they also help heal children who've been through trauma, grief, and loss, and who knows what else.
You do not have to be the perfect parent to be the perfect foster parent. There are tons of kids out there that just want love, so if you have love to give and if you have room in your home and you're stable, then you'd be a perfect foster parent.
You have to have a heart to bring these children into your home and treat them like you would treat your own children.
It only takes a little effort to make a big difference, that there are many needs out there much greater than myself.
I think we have a really great program, and I'm really proud of all of them. I believe we trained about 24 foster families last year. We like to train at least 24 this year.
The examples and the information shared during the trainings was very helpful, and without that, I don't feel that I would have been able to take care of my child as well as I did.
If you guys have any questions, feel free to call me at 540-283-8844, or you can email me bsjones@roanokecountyva.gov. Thank you so much.
We are so excited this year. We are going to have a Haunted Woods mini golf adventure at Explore Park. So much fun and a little scary, but only if you want to be scared. You can actually come out to Explore Park the last 2 weekends in October and experience for yourself the Haunted Woods mini golf, complete with glow-in-the-dark balls, some ghosts, a few goblins, all kinds of things along the trail. Explore Park is going to come alive for the Halloween season. It's going to be lots and lots of fun. You can go online and register in advance. We are actually going to have what we call the twilight hours, which will start around 6 and run till 8, which will, for the little kids, won't be scary at all. But then if they want to come with some of their older brothers and sisters, all you have to do is wear a red glow necklace, which we will give you once you sign up for the event, and come to Explore Park. And that way the ghosts and goblins know not to come near you. It's just magic. In addition to that, we're going to have lots of food and concessions available. We're also going to have some s'mores for folks. We do, we really want folks though to register ahead of time for their particular tea time that they're interested in, because otherwise we just don't want people waiting online. It's just not going to be anywhere near as much fun if you don't set yourself up ahead of time. If you come in costume and come to the visitor center where you'll be checking in, you'll even get some free popcorn. I mean, this is going to be a very haunting experience. The other thing that's great that's going to happen is we have WFXR as one of our media sponsors, and they're coming out on the evening of October 20th for a very special WFXR night at the park, and they're going to have some really fun adventures for everybody in store. We're also going to be having some craft activities for everybody to participate in. It's going to be really fun, and we would really encourage folks to come out in costume and have a fun time with us at our Haunted Woods mini golf. The main part of the park is going to be in front of the Brew Tavern, is where you will come and you will actually pick up your golf clubs and your glow-in-the-dark balls. Then you will actually walk over to the Forester's Trail, and it's actually going to be in the woods, which is going to make it even a lot more fun with all the adventures in the woods, with a few surprises thrown in here and there. We will have, yes, ghosts and goblins. We're also going to have, it's going to be a foggy night, so you're really going to have to be careful how you walk the trail, but it's going to be perfectly safe. But, do be cautious, because you do need to beware. It is a Halloween event. You can register online and go online and register. We have $7 for adults and $3 for children. Adults begin at 13. Anyone under 13 is a child at $3. If you wait till the night of the event, you're going to go up $1 for each. But again, it's best to really register ahead of time online, just to be sure you get a spot and you're not waiting online. It'll probably take folks between 45 minutes and an hour, but then again, it's really going to depend on how many people in your group, because you can also sign up as a group. So it really depends on how many folks you'll have, but we're expecting between 80 and 100 people can really be out there and enjoy it in an hour's time, so everyone will have the opportunity to have as much fun as possible. Actually, this idea came out of Doug Blunt, who is our Director of Parks and Rec. He actually orchestrated a haunted mini golf at his last position before he came to the county. And we've talked about doing this for a while now, and we said, this is the year to do it. Let's put our own twist on it. Let's make it a little bit different. Let's just have fun with it. And we've had the mini golf course in our storage for years. The times of the event, you can come, the first tea time will be at 6:10, and we will run till about 10 or 11 each night, again depending on how many folks we have coming out. And it's for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the last 2 weekends in October. And then coming up in November, we have our third Artisan series of the season, and that will be on November 3rd. And this is going to be very special because we're inviting high school students to come out and join us and to display and sell their work. If not an individual student, then some of the art clubs, we still have room. We'd love folks to come out and just give us a shout at the office, 387-6078. And we'd love to chat with you if you're a student and you're interested in exhibiting your work. Artisan Saturdays is a very, very popular event, and it would also be an opportunity for these students to come out and show their work alongside exhibiting artists. So it's a wonderful opportunity for students in the community to come out. Just come to RoanokeCountyParks.com, and you can get all of the information about all of our events and all of our programs on our website.
Anyone can start a fire, but who is strong enough to stop a fire? You. The goal of the volunteer firefight is to make Vinton and the surrounding area a safer place to work, live, and play. The work is hard and the risk is real, but the reward of helping your neighbors is priceless. The Vinton Volunteer Fire Department needs you. Please consider becoming a volunteer firefighter today. For more information, call 540-777-8706 or visit our website.
Our four-legged friends make us smile all year long. Isn't it time we return the favor? The Regional Center for Animal Care and Protection needs your help to help keep these pets happy and healthy. Our goal is to keep pets in loving homes and out of shelters. You can make this happen by donating to the RCACP Food Pantry any time of the year. The following donations are needed: canned cat and dog food, dry cat and dog food, cat litter, and toys. Residents who need to pick up food can do so at 1510 Baldwin Avenue Northeast.
Welcome back to Roanoke County Today. My name is Brian Cingenpeel, and I'm the Community Outreach Coordinator for Roanoke County Fire and Rescue. Every year, the majority of fire deaths in the United States happen at home. We know that today's home fires burn faster than ever before, which means that you may only have 1 to 2 minutes to get out of your home safely in the event of a fire after the smoke alarm sounds. And that's why this year's Fire Prevention Week theme of Look, Listen, Learn is so important. These are 3 basic but essential steps to help reduce the likelihood of a fire starting in the first place, and also to help us to know how to respond in the event that a fire does occur. So let's take a look at these 3 basic but essential steps. First of all, look. Take a good look around your home for any potential fire hazards and then take care of them. Cooking is the #1 cause of house fires across the country, as well as right here in Roanoke County. A lot of those cooking fires are from unattended cooking. So when you have something on the stovetop, please stand by your pan. Home heating is also another leading cause of home fires during winter months. All heaters need space, so please keep anything that can burn at least 3 feet from the heat. Listen is the second step. Listen for the smoke alarm. Having a working smoke alarm in your home doubles the chance that you will get out alive. Test your smoke alarms at least once a month using the test button. Make sure that everyone in the home understands the sound of the smoke alarm and knows how to respond. You should install a smoke alarm in every bedroom, in the hallway outside the bedrooms, and one on every level of your home, including the basement. Learn. Learn 2 ways out of every room in your home, and make sure that all windows and doors leading outside open easily and are free of clutter. Home fire escape planning and drills are an essential part of fire safety. A home fire escape plan needs to be developed and practiced before a fire strikes. Make sure you have a meeting place outside in the front of your home, and that everyone will be able to meet there after they exit. Look, listen, learn. Be aware. Fire can happen anywhere. If you would like more information on these fire safety tips or any other safety tips, you can find us on the web at roanokecountyva.gov/fire rescue, or you can call me directly at 540-777-8718. Roanoke County Today will be right back.
Hi, I'm Sean. I've been a foster parent for 8 months.
Hi, I'm Capen, and I've been fostering for about 10 months.
So the #1 rule of fostering is there are no rules when it comes to fostering. One piece of advice I could give you is make sure you can find comedy in everything, and make sure you can go with the flow.
You can't prepare for the unexpected, and it's always unexpected, but just be flexible. That's the most important thing I've learned.
The families that seem to deal with chaos and changes in schedule at the last minute, those are the families that seem to do better as foster parents, because we really do ask a lot of our foster parents, but we also believe that they get a lot back.
It has been the most fulfilling experience of my life. It just to have a kid in the home, the laughter, and to be able to give her a foundation to rely on regardless of what comes next has been just to give her that strength and make sure she's prepared for life.
When you get to that point of frustration where you're not happy about the way a situation is going or something that's happening, you always have to keep in mind that this kid didn't make these decisions to be in these positions, and they haven't been taught the right way to handle stuff. So you really always have to be looking at stuff from a coaching and mentoring type position standpoint, because you're kind of recreating this human and teaching them the right way to kind of handle situations.
They get to see the kids of our community heal, grow, learn to be safe, learn to feel safe, and then most of the time they get to go home to their families, and then they have 2 families instead of 1. If you guys have any questions, feel free to call me at 540-283-8844, or you can email me bsjones@roanokecountyva.gov. Thank you so much.
Welcome back to the show. We're here talking today with Philip Thompson from our planning department. Welcome to our show.
Thanks, Amy. Nice to be here.
Sure. So over the last year, we've had a series of Reimagine projects going on. There's been one in 419 area, Oak Grove, and then in the Plantation area. So give us an update on the 419 project.
Sure. Well, let me talk about the Reimagine studies, right? So the intent of this was to look at our existing commercial corridors, and then also to see where there are opportunities for higher density commercial and residential development, looking at our transportation system, as well as our infrastructure, to see what improvements we can make in those areas as well as looking at some of our design features and zoning ordinances to see, okay, we want to make these areas kind of a walkable, mixed-use area that is attractive for residents to live and to shop in. And so for 419, the study area, we've been doing several transportation projects. We've been looking at the interchange at 419 and 220. We have gotten some preliminary monies to do engineering work on the design from the Regional Transportation Organization. We've also submitted a grant to VDOT to try to fund the construction of that. Our consultant did a traffic study associated with that that VDOT is using, and they're going to piggyback on that and look at the 419 corridor from 220 to 221 and looking at how that traffic flows along that entire corridor. In addition, they're also looking at 220. They have that light synchronization project to also move traffic on 220. We're working on the Fallow Water Road Extension project, which is the road between that goes up to Chuck E. Cheese, and about trying to make that a state road and try to access the property on the hillside that's zoned for apartments. We also had a design public hearing on the 419 improvement project, and that was to look at adding a lane on the southbound side or the Wendy side from Ogden Road to the interchange. And so we have a lot of transportation projects that are going on in that corridor.
Yes, there are a lot of activity.
Right. Should also mention one other thing. We're also looking at doing surveying and engineering work from Ogden to Starkey Road. So in 2 years, we'll be applying for another application to do improvements along 419 and see what we can do as far as that project is concerned.
And when might people begin seeing some activity out there on 419?
Construction should take place probably 2020. You'll see a lot of probably construction, whether that's with Fallow Water or with the 419 improvement project. Obviously, the interchange projects will take a lot longer than that, but as we get funded, if that gets funded and we start the design work, that'll move probably in the next 5 to 6 years.
Okay, a lot to look forward to, certainly.
Sure.
Good. Now, with the other projects, you were seeking a lot of input from the community. So tell us about what you were looking for from the public.
Sure. And for both Hollins and Oak Grove, we had a series of community meetings, both in March and in May. Pretty good attendance, more in March than May because of spring. But we had opportunities for an online survey. We had also a survey that dealt with some design issues that we got feedback. We held stakeholder interviews. And so again, and with Oak Grove, we also engaged students and teachers in that area as well.
And for the Hollins area, what's the goal of the project?
Again, similar to the other Reimagine studies, we're trying to look at where are those opportunities for additional commercial and residential development at a higher intensity, try to make it more walkable. One of the things that we heard was that people want to be able to walk within these study areas, but also they want to connect neighborhoods outside the study area to the study area so that people can walk to these areas.
And there has already been a lot of construction. It's nearing completion.
Right, we have 5 or 6 different pedestrian projects in the Hollins study area. We have 2 on Plantation Road, and one's nearing completion. That's the phase 1. And that's the multi-use trail from Williamson Road all the way to Waldron. Hopefully we'll have a ribbon cutting on that here in the next month or so. We have a phase 2 of that, which will take that multi-use trail from Waldron to Gander Way. We updated, or the state took in Lila Drive into the state system, and that's the road that's between Harris and Wells Fargo. So it's now a state road. There's also a project to put an intersection with pedestrian signals at Lila Drive and Plantation Road. That should happen in the near couple years. And then we also have 2 projects on Williamson Road, basically to build sidewalk from Plantation almost to Brookside Plaza.
Wow, a lot going on out there, and that is certainly one of the largest population of businesses in the county,
right,
correct?
The highest concentration of employment is in the Hollins study area.
Okay, so much needed improvements there. Now you mentioned for the Oak Grove project, you talked with students and teachers, and how did all of that go? Give us an update. That's the last thing we talked to you about.
Right, and so what we are trying to do is engage students in the planning process. And so we approached the school system, and we got to meet with their student advisory council. And we took them through an exercise of looking at kind of a visual preference survey, where you give them a variety of pictures of the type of developments they want to see and let them choose. We also did a mapping exercise of what they'd like to see in the Oak Grove area. Well, that was so successful that the administration wanted their faculty and their leadership to do it. And so we did that with Oak Grove Elementary School faculty, Hidden Valley Middle School faculty and leadership, as well as the high school. And so we got kind of all of them kind of engaged in that process, and we use that process and that input as part of the planning process.
And that's a great activity for them. They are the future of the county, and they'll be taking advantage of
right, and one of the things that came out was potentially also looking, and they kind of did a real-world exercise where the elementary school, the middle school, and the high school participated in looking at the actual park, the Oak Grove Park within the study area, and what improvements they would like to see, and helped kind of come up with ideas for that park.
Okay, and this is a joint venture with the city, so how is that relationship working with the businesses in the area? It's
worked well. I mean, we have a good working relationship with the city. They've been obviously instrumental in this study as well. They've been at all the school exercises as well as our community meetings. We've had joint planning commission meetings between both boards, or both bodies. Also, we had a joint city-county meeting where we updated them as well. So we've had a great relationship with the city working through this project. And again, I think we're looking at some other joint ventures that we could work with the city on as well.
Great. Lots going on, always in the planning department.
Yes.
Good. And if people are looking for more information, where can they find that?
You can go to the county webpage at www.roanokecountyva.gov. There are buttons on the main page. They'll take you to any of the 3 Reimagine studies.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks for the update. We appreciate it.
No problem.
Okay. We'll be right back.
Think if your car has airbags you don't need to wear a seatbelt? Think again. An unrestrained occupant can be seriously injured when striking an airbag. There are 3 collisions in a crash. The vehicle strikes something, the body strikes something, internal organs strike something if the body suddenly stops. Seatbelts slow the body instead of a sudden stop, which lessens the 3rd collision. Always wear a seatbelt, even if your vehicle has airbags. Remember, click it or ticket. Are you a part of the leaf solution or the leaf pollution? When you rake or blow leaves into the street, drainage ditch, or curb and gutter system, you're clogging the drainage structures, which causes an increase of street flooding. Try mulch mowing instead. A standard rotary or mulch mower will chop the leaves directly back into the turf. Composting your leaves is a great way to add nutrients to your gardens and flower beds. Or check with your locality about bag leaf pickup. Remember, only rain down the storm drain.
If you've ever had an emergency, then you know that in an instant, all you can do is put your life in the hands of the men and women who come to save the day. This is the mission of the Vinton First Aid Crew. The Vinton First Aid Crew is looking for volunteers who would like to help with their community. For more information on becoming a volunteer, call 540-983-0641, send an email to volunteer@vintonems.com, or you can visit their website at vintonems.com.